Now, I have to say, Nihal's had a lot of these unbelievable comebacks. This might have been one of the most impressive ones.
I can't even say anything after that. I think he's like the best player in the world at playing with 1 second.
And here we go. Seatbelts fastened and mandatory. The games have begun. Wesley So with the white pieces and an Alekhine in game 1. As we like to discuss, in end games, they lend the game a charged character. Knight takes d4. Oh my goodness, Saman.
Queen h4 is a great tactic. Wow.
Oh, that's beautiful. That is a big chance there, and the tables completely turn.
Yeah, and King G3 is played definitely against that. I don't know if you saw it exactly, but it stops Queen H4, which is really important.
Mm-hmm. And one might wonder, well, what if white just plays E5? Well, this is a technique known as carving out the D5 square. Now black has a beautiful outpost either for the queen or for the knight. This is not desirable for white. Mm-hmm. So Nihal probably is aiming for something like knight E5. And then you've got to watch for knight takes c6 ideas as well. A lot of stuff under the surface here. It's sort of the calm before the storm. Yeah, and of course, Nihal has, for several years now impressed me with his endgame play. It's one of the reasons that I talk about the younger generation and, 15, 16, 17-year-olds. There's this Russian expression literally translated with youth or with young players into the endgame. That's not applicable anymore because Nihal, Firouzja, their end games are no worse than somebody 25, 30 years their senior. They work on end games just as hard as on every other stage of the game.
Doesn't do it. Okay.
Yeah, and I think Nihal, in retrospect, I mean, he played bishop f3 2 moves ago. I think he was focused on going h4, but now he realizes that e5 is a very serious problem, and he tries to bring his pieces back, and there it is. Yeah. And now Wesley's definitely in the driver's seat. Big time advantage, and I would say a slightly better position now.
Yeah, and the pawn definitely wants to go probably to e4 rather than d4. Just in between the two pawns, if you're going to push one, it's probably e4. The knight on d3 is not great, and b4, f4, all those potential jump squares for the knight are all covered by the bishop on d6.
Yeah, that bishop, just like that bishop on e3 in the previous game, defending key diagonals, and Wesley definitely thinking about e4. You could just sense the wheels turning. Should I make an improving move? Should I strike with e4? He goes for the former, keeping the tension, bleeding more time off of Nihal's clock. And Wesley goes e4, sacking the pawn on d5. He might be trying to rip white's position apart here with a move e3, or bishop c5 and then e3. This is looking grim for white.
Oh, okay. So
can you trap the queen?
d3. There's also e3.
Ooh. And you've got to watch the queen on d5. A move like rook d8. I guess white now has the f3 square for the queen. No, but e2 bishop f2.
What's crazy is e2 bishop f2, but there's also rook d8 and rook d1, e2. There's some really nasty stuff.
Oh, rook d1! You called it. I think rook d1. It goes rook d2. Wait a second. Now you can play knight takes c5.
Oh my god, I think you could have still played rook d1 there, even with the queen and rook covering it on that last move.
Rook c1 is an excellent defensive move, though. And somehow Wesley's rook, as dangerous as it appears, if you go rook f2, white's queen could seek refuge either on a8 or on g4. It's not over yet.
Wow.
Rook c1.
What a weird position.
1 minute now for Wesley.
Crazy. He's surviving this. I still think black's better, of course, but he's really surviving.
If you can get Wesley to 30 seconds, though, then he'll start getting nervous. Yep. This is a critical moment. Can Wesley find a way to get the situation under control?
So I don't think he'll be unhappy with 4 seconds to have an easy move like that.
Bishop c4. Oh, the bishop's migrating to d5. This is going to be brutal.
And he didn't see the idea because bishop d5 is crushing. Yeah.
And, I mean, defending that with 2 seconds is just impossible. Nihal did a good job to hold, and this is a pivotal game. I think queen h6 and knight g6. Oh, but then there's knight f7 check. Just like black is kind of stuck in molasses here on the king side. Queen h5 is a very nice move, though. Look at the eval bar. Something happened to it.
This h4 move was very creative. He just didn't want to allow that bishop back.
Excellent move. And I think g4 might have been the correct response, creating an anchor point on f5, but
knight g6. I can't look.
Oh my goodness,
this is gonna be nasty.
Painful. And just like that, Nihal turns the tables. Can he finish this game? Knight g6 anyway looks pretty good.
Yeah, you can almost just go there.
Although After f5, knight f4, white can sack the exchange.
Right.
And that is unclear. This is going to be a very, very important win. With the black pieces, it looked very questionable at one moment, but he kept finding creative ideas. He kept the gas pedal pressed down on that king side, and it pays off even against Wesley's tactical prowess. And the maturity, the presence of mind. Nihal took a minute and a half. That's not easy to do when you've got a minute and a half, 2 minutes on the clock, but he realized that if he finds the right approach here, the game ends immediately.
That's it.
And he's going to end the 5-minute portion on a streak of 2 wins. He's going to equalize the match at 5 apiece. Aman, what an incredible 5-minute portion. They had those nerves at the start, but I feel like they've turned it around. Both of them quite handsomely. They have played incredible chess.
I wanted to see it happen just because it's so pretty, but
and there it is.
5 is just a better move.
Yeah. Nihal getting his knight to a good square. Black keeps improving his position. Now the time situation is equalized. Queen f4. Mate is a threat. Knight takes e4.
Unreal.
Oh my goodness. Now black is better. Can he finish the effort?
The way Nihal is playing right now is like unbelievable.
It is.
All with 1 second on the clock.
It's crazy. Literally had 1 second in a lost position, but not just any lost position, a lost position which is lost in the long run. White's got tons of pressure, and now black is probably theoretically winning. Wesley now the one with 1 second.
I can't believe it.
Couple more accurate moves are required by Nihal. King c4, going for the pawns. Black is winning. And
the rook's even on c8. It's perfect. You just play rook g8 and surely winning.
Now, I have to say, Nihal's had a lot of these unbelievable comebacks. This might have been one of the most impressive ones.
I can't even say anything after that. I think it's like the best player in the world at playing with 1 second. Seriously.
I've never seen any. No, I say I've never seen anything like that. I have. When I play him, we often play this time control, 10 seconds plus 1 second increment. And the things that he does, he's got 0.1 second on the clock. I am mating him 7 ways to Sunday. And 10 moves later, his king is on the other side of the board, and I'm the one getting mated, or we've gotten into a lost endgame. It is a unique talent, and we just saw it on full display. Nihal takes the lead. Yay!
Yeah, as if it does something.
Whoa! Bishop c5, bishop e3, rook takes d3. Oh my goodness, what did Nihal just do?
Forgot about it.
Forgot about rook takes d3.
Yeah, 100%.
Or did he go for this and misevaluated? No, but this is just losing.
he's doing the classic. I mean, now you can just play king g8, king f8, king e8.
Right, and
this is the
notice
classic,
how
like, I blundered, but I'm gonna play fast.
Right. And the bad thing for white is going to be that knight d4, for example.
Oh, bishop f2, nasty.
Oh, and a mate. Knight takes c3. What a mate.
A pre-move bishop knight mate. How often do you see that?
Amazing.
Fantastic.
Great stuff by Wesley there. Good conversion at the very end. Yeah, while holding a flashlight under their chin. Wait a second. Queen d3 and rook b1, and you hold blunders the queen.
Queen's trapped.
Queen is trapped.
Yeah, that's it.
And you can just see knight takes c5. You don't even get a piece because of queen h7 check. It's just resigns.
Oh, yeah.
That is a brutal way to go. One of Nihal's strengths here is he just, clearly some of the fatigue showing. Rook takes d8 and bishop e2. Wesley with a complete collapser. Wait, how does Nihal win this?
That's amazing, right?
This is an incredible idea, but this is completely winning. Rook is coming to c8. Exquisite technique with 10 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, it's just unbelievable. But Nihal, once again, so good. And he's going to play rook c8. He's going to win that. And the knight on f6 is dominated.
He just doesn't trust anybody. He checks all these lines. He calls bluffs. And to turn this game around, down upon in-time pressure once again. And rook d1, the hammer blow trapping the queen.
Wow.
My goodness. What a game.
That is
what an end. The initiative, can he defend this pawn? He attacks a7 instead. Oh, and that's not a... Oh, and he gives up the bishop. f3.
F3. It's over.
Wins the bishop.
No.
And I think Nihal simply forgot that his bishops were aligned.
Yep. 2 seconds will do that to you, though. It's hard to play perfect.
And this is an elementary win. The only thing Wesley should avoid, is a pin. And he wins the first game, extending his lead to 2.
Right.
Oh, what a game. Don't repeat by accident. Queen takes... Oh.
Now knight e4 is crashing.
And another fork. And this one is decisive.
Queen takes f2.
With mate.
It's like tempting, but so much worse.
Amazing 2 games by Wesley. The lead is up to 3. Nihal has to win this game. This is what I was talking about, right? This is the moment when you decide whether one guy pulls away or the other manages to strike at precisely the latest possible moment. Whoa, queen takes e4. Queen takes e4 is winning for black. And Nihal sees it. Amazing move. Queen takes h8, king e7. Both players take both of the rooks, and black is going to end up a piece off. Nihal is going to win this game. Amazing sequence. Wesley playing way too fast in the opening, and Nihal punishing him immediately. This is just what the doctor ordered for Nihal, and this is what a sequence I'm on. Queen a8
takes h8 and every rook disappears. Very cute.
Just don't stalemate. Nihal's not going to use his knight. See, that's a very wise bullet trick. That's an old man's trick. Don't use any unnecessary pieces because that increases the chance of stalemate.
Definitely. You only need the queen and king to mate.
Oh, bishop takes b5. Wesley blow to the pawn.
Yeah, it's just a pawn.
Queen h6 wins the knight.
The wheels are falling off.
Oh, the wheels literally just came off.
Yeah.
What a
G6,
gutsy decision by Nihal.
It's going to pay off.
Yes, it will. Wesley's going to lose on time. The lead has shrunk to 1.
Yeah.
2 huge wins in a row by Nihal. He's frozen.
And there's no more new threats. He's got to just move. Isn't this the same?
Such a strange move.
Because it's just knight d4, but without taking the
knight f5. Oh, what a vicious trap he set. And Nihal falls into it. He's going to lose the knight. He's going to lose the knight. He's going to lose the pawn.
Yeah, there was knight e2 there.
But is he going to lose the game? Probably, maybe not with that c pawn. Oh, and he blunders the pawn as well.
Blunders the pawn.
But he gets the other one.
He does. That's definitely worth it for Wesley.
Whoa. Ooh.
Living on the edge here.
And both are. Queen could, bishop d3. Can you take and go knight e5? Again, relying on that defensive knight. Oh, look at Wesley. I have no checks here.
Oh my god.
Bishop takes e4 and knight e2 interposing with check. And what an incredible win by Wesley.
What a game. And he gets that 2-point lead back in incredible fashion.
But the good news for Nihal, still 8.5 minutes. He has to win this game. We are in must-win territory. The other knight could also be trapped after g3.
Bishop h5, g3. Now that knight's trapped. G4, the bishop's trapped.
Nihal trying to save one of the pieces. Sparks flying everywhere. Wheels are coming off. Wesley can now take the other knight.
Some of the pieces I think felt left winning. Out. You know, queen takes b4, c4, and game over.
Oh my goodness! Look at that.
Yeah.
Massive compilation of pieces. 6.5 minutes, I'm on. One of these games, Nihal needs to win very fast.
Yeah, everything is falling here.
Wesley fighting to the last drop of blood, which is, of course, what he has to do. Rook takes c7. Rook takes c7.
Rook takes c7. I can't believe it.
Rook takes c7.
Missed.
Literally, black would have drawn.
Yeah.
Because the bishop on b2 would have hung in the end of the line. Now it's over. Nihal has to win this quickly, though. With every passing second, the likelihood that Wesley is able to stall out increases.
Exactly.
A game can take 4 minutes because of the increment. And Wesley will sit this one out for all of the time remaining. He should gather the clock, and then you should wait here. And this is exactly what he does. This is good technique, good match playing technique for Wesley. And with 3 minutes, I'm on the clock to win one more game and start another one for Nihal.
Nice.
The quality of a fighter, and he's going to bring this to within 1 point, as close as it can possibly get. But Wesley through resilience, through incredible positional play, through versatility in his openings, and increasing sharpness in his tactics, wins the first semifinal and makes his way to the SCC finals, where he will face the winner of Nakamura against Dingler and Aman.
Nihal, also, we were really, really impressed with how well and how accurate you're able to play with 1 second on the clock. Is that something that even going into the bullet, you felt like you always had a chance? You were down 1 point going into the bullet, but you're obviously a very strong bullet player. Was that something you had in your mind that, in time scrambles, you'd be, you have tons of chances to win?
Yeah, first of all, congratulations to Wesley. He survived many shaky moments and just kept full control. Yeah, I think my best chance was in absolute time scrambles, and I have a lot of practice, so I was hoping that I'd be able to get the better of some absolute scrambles. I had some hopes in bullet, but Wesley just played very well, and I managed to bring it close at the end, but it was a bit too short.